Amazon selling is a data-driven game. Without understanding your numbers, you're basically guessing, and it's going to be very hard to be successful. In today's video, I'm analyzing AMZ Scout, which is a software that you can use to help you launch products and to scale them. Now, I don't normally do these sort of videos based on tool analysis, but I thought this would be interesting to compare it to some of the other tools that I use. So I'm going to give you a bit of a lowdown on how this works, how you can use it, and some of the features that I think are really important when you're starting out as an Amazon seller, as a beginner, or even when you're growing your Amazon brand. So I'm going to do a live run through of the tools and what you can use. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so Amazon Scout has given me the opportunity to have a look and use their software in real time. So I'm going to give you a in real time analysis of how I find the tool and how it could be useful as a beginner seller or even a seasoned seller. No matter what, it is important to be using a software like this to find products and to launch products. You need to know what you're doing and you need to have the data backing those decisions. So let's jump into the tool. Firstly, we come on up and we've got the product research. You can see I've already accessed one of this and had a bit of a play around. But number one, Pro AI extension. This is a must-have tool. This is a must-have extension. You download this and it's going to come up as a little Chrome extension, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Basically, just come on here, you download it into Chrome, you go to amazon.com.au, you search a product, pickleball paddle. I'm going to use this as an example for today's video. And the little tool up here, it's all connected, and then you click here and it's going to give you all the data of this product. It loads really fast, really impressed with how quickly it loads all the data, and it's going to give you a list of scores. Now, I'm not going to give you a full analysis of this specific product within AMZ Scout because I'm going to do a video solely on product research, and you're going to get to know exactly how important this sort of tool is, because you don't want to be going back and forth between browsers and softwares. You want to have it on your page. You want to be able to click on a product, search it, and have the data there in real time. Now, I use this sort of software even when I'm buying my own products. Like when I go on Amazon and buy products in Australia, I look to see who the top seller is. I look to see who's got the most reviews. I look to see what the prices are. I look to see who's selling the most. And it definitely impacts how I buy as a consumer, but it's so important as a seller, and especially a beginner seller. So I will go into more depth in this product in a later video. Keep an eye out for that one. But today I just wanted to show you how this Chrome extension worked. Very simple. Type of product, click the button. You have all the information there, all the details here. Very important tool. And probably for me, the number one tool that I'd always be using pretty much every time I'm looking into product research. Close that down, goes away. You can even click on here and gives you more info as well. Just super, super important. This is actually a different part of it. This is another tool, and I'm going to discuss in a minute, so I don't jump into that. The next one is the product database. Now, this is the product database. You can see I have searched pickleball, which is a really unique tool that I haven't actually used something like this before. Now, I do a lot of my own product research, and I do teach you guys on my channel how to do product research, but this saves a lot of time. So you have all the categories, so you can, pick the categories you want to search for. You can include the keywords, the price point, and then you hit find products, and it's going to give you all the products that are currently selling, what you've searched for. There is a lot of depth to this as well. You can go into more filters. You can get really specific, how many reviews you want, estimated sales, seller type, product tier, weight, rank, ratings. There's a lot of depth. So you can go on a real basic and just look for products on a basic scale, or you can go to find real depth. So this is a unique tool, and I love it. Honestly, I think this is a massive feature of this software that you can come in here and just search a keyword, and then it's going to show you a list of products that are currently selling, and it's going to give you everything, the category, the rank, the score. Obviously, this is based on their scoring, the parent ASIN, how many ASINs, the revenue, the price, flippability. Not sure what flippability is, just the percentage of price change volatility. That's an interesting feature. I have to look into that more. Fees, profit potential. But the things I'm looking at, is always price, fees. I like this profit potential. It kind of gives you an idea of if it's cost this much, they're making potentially this much. Now that's not exact because obviously you've got to take into consideration PPC and a few other things as well. But it's a cool feature to have on a very beginner area of doing the product research. It's a great place to start before you do a deeper dive into products. So they're the first two for product research. You've got the product database, and look, once you find a product, the best thing to do is you just go here, you go add to tracker. And from here, you can take that product into your tracker. I'll add a couple more, add the tracker as well. You come into your product tracker and you've got your products here. So this is like, your short list. So, or maybe your longer list, you can start putting all the products that, take your attention, grab your attention, and you put them in here, and then you can go back later and have a bit of a deeper dive to see what interests you. So yeah, really unique part of this software that I think is amazing. So this is outside your product research. You start on Amazon Australia looking for product ideas. While you're looking, you could then come in here and then look for them specifically and add them here so you have a list of products. And that's in the first part of product research. Like I said, product research is super important. The Amazon Arbitrage Wholesale and Dropshipping Extension. Now, I'm not going to talk about this at all in today's video. That is not my specialty. I specialize in private label. I don't do arbitrage. I don't do dropshipping. So I don't want to talk about this in this video because I don't want to butcher it. I'm going to talk about what I know best, and that's private label. So, product research, product tracker, and launching products that are your brand, that you can build up to sell in the future. So I'll leave that for another day for someone who's more experienced on that side of things. But they obviously offer that in this software. Next thing is keywords and listings. Now, once you've found your product, you obviously need to create a listing. The first step is the base level. You're building your base, you're finding that product. From here, you need to create a listing. So you've got Amazon, you've got reverse ASIN lookup here, so you can see that ASIN is successful competitors pages to improve your listing on Amazon, see what other competitors are doing. You've got ASIN keyword search. So if you click on this one, you can just type keywords, pickleball set. I typed in ice bath earlier because that's what I was looking at, but then I thought, let's do something different for once. You hit search, and it's going to give you a list of the keywords and how they're performing. Now, once again, really unique tool that I would use all the time when I'm doing my keyword search. Here you got the main keyword here. So search monthly search 2,700. So this is the keyword. This is the number one that is doing the most for revenue. For monthly search. You can see the trend. Awesome little tool here. Whether or not it is trending, it's trending upwards at the moment, which is really good. You don't want to be seeing if it's going down. You have to be careful. Season impact, very high. We talk about selling seasonal products in the academy that I teach. We talk about it on this YouTube channel. It's so dangerous if you don't understand how seasonal products works. So you obviously got to look into that. But this isn't saying that it is a seasonal product. It's just saying the seasonal impact, when they're getting their most sales. And right now it's saying March. Cost per click, interesting one to know for this keyword. Factor that into your profit margins. You want to know how much it's going to cost you to advertise for that main keyword and whether or not that keyword is flooded, which high competition. Keyword sales, which is good, just telling you how many sales for that keyword. Ranking, it says easy ranking. Sales conversion is under 1%. But yeah, once again, really cool tool. I really like this tool inside of Amazon Scout that it has it here. You can do your keyword and it gives a lot of information. I'm a data-driven man. I love seeing information. I love seeing the numbers. The more numbers, the better. And I like how this tool has actually, it gives you the numbers, but it breaks it up with different colors, different boxes, so it doesn't get too confusing. When you just see a big block of numbers and just, text, you can get lost. It can get easily lost. I like how, it's clean. It shows you the keyword. It's all nice and spaced out, different color text for different things. So you can differentiate what you're looking at, the very high, it makes this very simple to understand and, relate to how that keyword is performing. So another cool tool. Inside the keyword I'm listing here, you have a few others as well. So you have the Amazon keyword tracker. So you can then, track your keywords. So once you have your listing up, you could then put in, or your competitors' keywords, you can put in a list of keywords to track and you can see how they are performing and how you're performing. So I can add a product here. I could add, let's add, one of these products in here. Let's click on one. So I've just copied the ASIN of a product. I'm going to put this in and you hit track. Click as many as you want, click add, and then this is going to track those keywords. So, you could have all your competitors, all your top competitors, you can have your keywords, your product, you track those ASINs and it's going to tell you exactly how they're performing for those keywords. Next one here, we're getting into the AI listing builder. Now, AI is a buzzword and we all love it. I love AI, I use it for everything. I'm not going to use this right now to build a listing, but I assure you this is a really cool tool to use. It's going to help you basically make your product listing, and it's going to build it out for you based on all the metrics and stuff that AI can probably find faster than you. Now, in saying that, I have a specific way of teaching how I build out listings. We have a clear strategy that works, and we like to replicate that. So I don't like to give AI everything, but I do use AI to do a lot of the listing now, especially images, bullet points. A lot of the times I've found if we have a product that's flagged for a reason, it's from a keyword that is flagging that product. For example, we have some products that sell around, like, they're not medical devices, but they can sometimes flag as medical devices. And if I have the wrong keywords, it can actually pull this out. So the AI listing builder and AI software can help you minimize and remove keywords that could actually flag your product listing and have it removed. Very important. If you want to sell that product, you got to make sure that you have the right keywords and you don't let the AI on Amazon sides pick up the wrong thing and actually pull your listing up. Then the AI review and analyzer. Now this one I wanted to highlight. Look, I'm going to just click on this now and put an ASIN in here because I think this is a super important tool. When you're launching a product, I would even use this as a product research tool. So this is all to do with listing, but I think this is important in your product research. How this works and why this is so important in my mind is that you come up with a product idea, let's say the pickleball paddle, which we're going for today. You then basically analyze the top sellers and you put the ASINs in here and you get them to then use this AI tool, which, it took like 10 seconds to load that data, probably not even 10 seconds, 5 seconds. And what it does is it pulls all the reviews out of your top sellers and it tells you, or you can see it right here. It tells you how you can improve things. It tells you like key insights, like what's the advantage, lightweight, buyer's biggest complaint, low quality balls, top reason people buy, getting into new sport. Best product feature includes carry bag. So, all of a sudden you now know what the top seller has, what they're doing good, what they're doing bad, why customers are purchasing these things. So you're basically getting all this information, within a few seconds, you have all the information that you need to then help construct your listing. So this tool alone can change you from being a okay listing and having an okay offer to having the best listing and the best offer. Now, obviously, you've got to create the listing up to the right standard, but you can have instantly the best understanding of what is slapping in the market, what is hitting, what the offer is, and you can use this tool to work it all out. So I would say this is one of my favorite tools on here because I used to do a lot of review analysis myself. I would just copy and paste or like pull the reviews out and then put it into ChatGPT or something like that and get them to analyze. This is doing it for you. It's saving you so much time. And I really wanted to highlight this one because I think it's actually a really good tool and you can use it for both product research and also creating your listing. So we've gone over product research. We've gone over keyword listings. There's some ready-made solutions here as well. Individual product research, SEO, listing optimization. Like I just said, super important. You want to make sure that your listing has all the right SEO. Use this to get the right keywords in your title, into your bullet points. And come in here, use this once you get to your listing. I like to teach a lot of product research because that's where beginners are at. This is more a little bit down the track once you've got your product and you want to make sure you're optimizing that listing. You then also got the option to look at trending product ideas, monthly reports, and trends. Now, once again, if you're doing product research, you want to know what's hot and what's not. You also don't want to be jumping on a trend at the end of it. So this is going to give you a detailed report on whatever product you want, on how that is trending, and whether or not there's emerging opportunities or whether or not things are actually dwindling down. Weekly hot products, another tool. So this is just information. We can click on this and it's just showing you like different things that are happening, toys and games, cell phones, sports and outdoors, clothing, shoes, jewelry, garden. It's giving you all this information on different categories in different niches. So if you want to use this to help you find products, this is great. You've got all this information like right here. Within a few clicks, you got your product research, you get your listing information, you got your ready-made solutions, and then you've got your trending products and reports. Like I said, I'm a numbers guy. I like information. The more I get, the better. So as a beginner, this is a great product. You've got so much here to help you with. You also have some learning up here as well. So like I said before, I don't teach arbitrage or dropshipping. So if you want to learn more about arbitrage and dropshipping, they have a wholesale course here which can teach you and educate you on here. They have other stuff, how to launch a brand, masterclasses, and they have on-demand training. So they have a lot of useful training that helps you not only use these tools, but helps you, with your journey as an Amazon seller. The next thing you have is competition analysis. Now, if I open this up, you can see this is the quick view. Now, why this is important, this is another Chrome extension. I think this is really interesting as well. Come over to Pickleball. If I go back, so like I briefly mentioned before, when you're using this tool, this is another cool extension. And basically you just click on more information of a competitor and you can see, a real quick overview of that product. But that also shows you the price point, the ASIN, FBA fees, margin, listing quality, different colors. It gives you a quick overview of the competitor and you don't have to be clicking on each listing. You can just scroll through each one and find out, quick information about each product. Also believe it's got some keyword stuff in here as well. Rather than having to go back, you can see the main keywords that it's firing for, and then you can, click this tool and it's going to take you back to the tool. So a couple of really cool Chrome extensions that I think are important as an Amazon seller and for Amazon research. So yeah, guys, so regarding this tool, the overview and my overall opinion of it is it's pretty top quality. It is a good tool to use. There was nothing that really stood out that it was a negative of it. It had a lot of positives. It has everything that I use in my day-to-day. So whether you're a beginner or whether you're I guess veteran seller, it has everything. One thing maybe as a beginner is it has so much information that it could be a little bit overwhelming. You'd really want to break it down in bit by bit. I like to teach students and new sellers in a certain order. And so we minimize the confusion and minimize what to look at. Now, I guess this has a lot of information, so that could be a little bit overwhelming. So I would really advise, if you're watching this video, to give it a shot, but just work on one thing at a time. Just work on, looking for product ideas, and then, work your way through. Don't be jumping around product ideas, listing that, competition that. Just start with one thing, work your way through. Do a bit of product research, come up with some good ideas. Then maybe look at the keywords and listings. And then from that, look at product, do some more product research, and then go back to competition analysis. So that's probably the only negative, is there's so much information, which is probably a positive and a negative. But from a beginner's point of view, it could be a little bit of overwhelm and maybe slow you down in how you progress. So yeah, overall, really happy with this tool. And in another video, I'm actually going to show you how to use their AI extension to do product research in live time on Amazon Australia. And I'm going to show you how to find products within 10 minutes. So keep an eye for that video. It will be dropping very soon. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on AMZ Scout. And if you want to learn more, click the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe, and keep up to date with all the content that I drop specifically for Amazon Australia. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.